Yeah, tip your hat. Duke came in ready to play from the tip, and we obviously took a punch pretty early and fell down, I think 11-2 to start the game. And again, Kara's done a great job of getting them to buy in defensively, and they make it really hard for you to operate on offense. And felt like we had prepared for some of that, but it didn't necessarily transfer over to the game tonight. So, but give them a lot of credit. I am proud of my team for battling back in the second half and competing a little better. But in this league, 20 minutes doesn't get it. So we got to make sure we're ready to play when they toss it up and put 40 minutes together. So, again, not a lot of fun.
Take questions, and it looks like we've got mics if people want to raise their hands.
Wes, what did you tell your team at halftime when you guys, I think they buried the three right there, it was 16. What did you say to them?
Yeah, just, we got one or two choices. We can roll over and just, let them continue to dominate, or we can start competing a little better. And like I said, I thought we did compete a little better in the second half. But I just felt like, I thought we had pretty good energy to start the game. I thought we were ready, but again, they're a tough-minded team. They're great defensively. They're great on the boards, and when you do those things well, you got a really good chance of winning. So we didn't quite match that ourselves. So we got to have a little more urgency, but basically just challenged them. It's I feel like we're a pretty good team, and you're here on TV and have an opportunity to show people what you're capable of doing, and hopefully we'll show them a little bit more of how we feel like NC State should play.
In the beginning of the game, sir, the offensive struggles. Obviously, Duke, you mentioned you admire their defense, but what was it about NC State maybe that they could have done a little better?
Yeah, I thought, part of it was, just rotating. Duke did a good job of coming off the screen or whatever and getting downhill, and we would help, but nobody would flood down on the weak side, rotate, and take away the second pass. And we gave up a lot of layups because of that. So, again, give them credit for that. And, again, the last possession there, we were trying to slow the ball down. We didn't get matched up. In that situation, you got to be matched up and not try to double or whatever and leave somebody open. And so they, took advantage of it.
When you look at what Duke presents, this is obviously a clutter there at the ACC with the 4 or 5 losses and all this. I know you guys are fighting for the double bye. Does that go into the equation, or are you just kind of worried about you right now?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. Obviously you'd love to earn a double bye, and we're still in a position to control our own destiny or whatever situation. But I'm also concerned about how we're playing, and so it's a combination. You hate to talk too much about the things around it. The important thing is when you step between those lines, you're ready to play, you're mentally prepared, you're ready to compete, and we talked about that moving forward. Again, you got to buy into the scout, the film, and all those other things. You can't just come out here and play pickup in this league. If you do, you're going to get ran over. So hopefully they understand that, we're running out of time. We got 1 week left in the regular season, and we still have a lot on the line, a lot of things to play for, and we got to fix it.
What are some things you want to see to get back to that, where you guys were in the islands, and where you guys, when you played Connecticut, that happy version of NC State where you guys were free flowing and doing what you can do? Yeah,
those were good days. I don't know. Again, got to make sure, there's still times that when we got the ball in our hands and are getting downhill, we got blinders on, and we're not seeing, the open teammate. We're not seeing the help, burning the help. So we got to do a better job making sure we're sharing the ball. Tonight was horrible. 6 assists, 14 turnovers. So that's definitely not the ratio you want.
Coach, you talked about competing in the second half, and especially in the fourth quarter, it seemed like Zoe kind of led that effort at times. What did you like that you saw out of her?
Yeah, I thought Zoe played much better tonight. Again, she had a tough time Thursday night defensively, and I know probably a lot of people don't notice that side of the ball, but our whole team did not do a good job Thursday night defensively, and today we still had a lot of breakdowns and a lot of things we got to clean up. So, all I know to do is keep showing them the film and the mistakes and the things we can do better, and then trying to prepare them for the next opponent, and hopefully they buy in. Like I said, you've got to take advantage of all the resources you have at this level to prepare for a game, and there's times we're not doing that.
Hey Wes, Kurt Miles, ABC 11. You guys had a tough one gutting out against Georgia Tech at home. Then you come and lose these back-to-back games. I think this is back-to-back losses for the first time this year, and the first time since March. Is it an indictment on the way you guys have been playing lately, or you think this is just kind of a tough stretch?
Well, I think combination. I mean, it's a tough stretch. I mean, playing road games are tough in this league. I mean, men's side, women's side, you see it. There's a whole lot of unranked teams knocking off ranked teams at home. And so I think it's a combination. But again, we haven't been as good defensively, and we got to look in the mirror and try to fix it, like I said. Again, part of it too is you saw the Georgia Tech game. They threw some shots in now. Carolina hit 11 out of 21 threes. Now, I get it. We weren't playing horse. We had a chance to guard them. But at the same time, when people are hitting shots, it's a little bit tougher. And, again, we're not exactly shooting it great right now, so that's part of it. But there's a lot of things. And again, I think our team's still together. I think we're a tight group, and I'm confident they'll bounce back, But like I said, road games in this league are tough.
Coach, Isaiah had some pretty big threes in the back half of the game. What can you say on her performance?
Yeah, again, Isaiah's, we need her to be good. And she hit 3 out of 6 threes. And when she's doing that, I mean, it's obviously a big plus for us. But again, she's got to also realize teams are going to stack their defense to defend her, and there's going to be times she's going to have to, get someone else involved. And so, like I said, it wasn't just her. We had a lot of people that, like I mentioned, had blinders on and were so determined to get to the hole. But when there's 2 or 3 defenders there, somebody's open, and we got to do a better job of finding that. And again, give them credit. They do a great job of rotating. They show big on the pick on the ball, and then somebody rotates up and takes her man, and I mean they do a really good job. So we got to work on it. We got to get better. When you come off that pick on the ball, you got to make a quick read. Is the roll open? If not, who's helping? We got to find the open person, and we didn't do a good job of that tonight.
A couple of tough road losses here, Coach, but entering a crucial stretch of the ACC, the last 2 games at home, how big is that going to be to have the home court advantage for the regular season? Well,
I hope it's big, but as our gentleman mentioned a while ago, we had our hands full with Georgia Tech at home. So, but I'm definitely glad we're at home. Our fans are awesome. It's going to be, I'm sure we'll have a great atmosphere, and hopefully our players will feed off that. But, my old analogy, I'll bring it up again. We want to be like those McDonald's French fries. No matter where you are in the world, you know what you're going to get. So it doesn't matter if we're at home or over here. We got to be able to step up and play better.
And River Baldwin put up another double-double tonight. How important is it to be for her to put up numbers like that in this?
Yeah, I mean, she had 9 rebounds at halftime, and there's times tonight we had to go small to try to get back in the game so we can maybe press a little bit or turn the heat up some. But yeah, River's, doing a great job for us, and we got to make sure we keep her involved and get her touches.